Let's go to Austin, Texas, where Michelle joins us. Michelle, how can we help?
Hi, thank you for taking my call. So I had a question just regarding my roommate situation. The past year has been a real roller coaster, and the lease is coming up to an end on Sunday. My roommate isn't communicating with me and hasn't paid her September rent still, and it's the 22nd now. So and she's blocked me. So I'm just wondering how to kind of go about this situation. And I don't know if I should confront her in person or
Yes.
what really to do.
I'm gonna jump ahead in front of John on that one. Yes.
Literally, my question was,
is she still sleeping in the same place?
Did she brick your door?
No.
How do you block somebody in real life? Y'all live in the same room, and you answered it for me. Should you talk to her in person? God Almighty, please help all of us. Yes.
So I've actually moved out, and I think she's moving the rest of her stuff out today.
But I know, but you're guessing. Just go over and have a human interaction, a polite, respectful, dignified one. And if she acts like a maniac or a jerk, you can say, "Hey, you don't have permission to talk to me that way. Here is a letter that says, here's your notice that you're going to be moving out." And then you have peace in your heart and you go around about your day. But you have so much chaos in your heart because you don't have real information, because you haven't had a real human conversation with another real human.
What happened?
Yeah. What happened with
What happened with
her?
you to where you feel like you can't just go, "Hey, look,
what are you
we
doing?
Don't have to like each other. We're certainly not going to live together anymore, but can you be a big girl, put your big girl pants on, and pay your part of the rent?" Like, what happened to where you're so terrified of that?
She's just a very mean and ugly person. I've confronted her about things in person before, and it got really ugly. So, that's kind of why I'm scared.
Yeah, I get it.
So let me tell you this: Are you unsafe?
Just her words are super, super hurtful.
Okay, so there is a middle ground between no communication and the words you used. You've used it a couple of times, which is to confront. The gap in between is just a conversation. That can start instead of, "Hey, you haven't paid rent. What's been going on? Why'd you block me? Hey, are you okay?
Okay.
How are you? I haven't talked to you in a long time, and I miss talking to you. Are you okay? I care about you."
Yeah.
Then in one of those conversations, your body responds. It dumps adrenaline, cortisol into your bloodstream. You start uptaking glucose because your body's ready to fight somebody, and you don't have to get there. If you're not safe, if you think you're going to get hurt physically, don't show up there. When you took on a business arrangement with somebody, you took on that discomfort. You need to have that conversation. And if she says mean things, you can turn around and walk away in person and say, "You're not going to talk to me that way. Thank you very much."
Yeah.
And then be on about your day.
Yeah. And here's the deal. John's absolutely right. And if you do all the things he tells you and she still comes at you hot, you can't fix that.
No.
She's trying to make this difficult for her own reasons, and maybe some of she doesn't even know why she's doing it. That's John's area. But I'll say this. I would stay very calm. I'd say, "Look, there are repercussions to this. I'm going to pay my part. You got to pay your part. Right. I'm not going to bother you ever again. I'm not trying to get in your business.
Hope you're okay.
I hope you're okay. I'm so sorry for anything that I've done." Just go real blanket here, really easy, and just go, "Hey, you need to do this thing. So I'm just trying to facilitate you. Let's get a clean, fresh start."
And if you've already moved out, then walk away. If you've moved out and you signed this lease and subleased it, then you owe that money.
Yeah.
You can sue her for it. You can go through all the drama, or you can learn a hard lesson.
Yeah.
And then you can move on about your day.
Yeah.
And again, you hear me and Ken, our voices change. You can get amped up. Nobody makes good decisions when they're amped up. Calm is contagious. Coming in low as you possibly can and say, "Here's the reality of our situation," and let's move on with our day.
Yeah. Yeah. And John, let me ask you this, because from a professional standpoint, when she does that, she takes the power away from this gal. This gal's definitely made a power play. The nastiness and all that, whether she's hurting or not, it's a power play.
Yeah.
And it's working. I mean, Michelle's really, really hurt.
That's right. She's shaken up. I'm not going to give somebody that level of power over my life.
I agree.
I'm not going to let the guy driving next to me who is just cut me off. I'm not going to give him access to my blood pressure. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give him access to being angry and yelling at my kids when I get home because I'm all amped up and fired up because someone didn't drive the way I wanted them to. I'm not going to give them that access to me. If they put me in a position where they want to fight me, I'm going to walk away because I'm a grown-up. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to engage in that. That's just a waste of my time and energy. Yeah. And so I get to control what I'm bringing to the situation. And the only other option outside of that is I need to get something out of that house, and I am in danger of being physically harmed.
That's right.
Then I'm going to bring the police with me.
That's right. Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just not going to give people access to me in that way.
And that's easier said than done. But we've got to detach ourselves in this situation. Michelle's got to detach herself from all the mean and hurtful things and realize she's playing me.
Yeah.
I don't have to know everything. I don't have to be a psychiatrist and figure it out. What I do know is she's playing me. Mm-hmm. She's been nasty. I can't fix that. I need her rent or else I'm on the line. Mm-hmm. And that's the issue.
A lot of folks get engaged with somebody who's nasty, whether it's a boss, whether it's a spouse, whether it's a roommate. And we spend a lot of energy wondering what it is about us that is invoking the nasty. What is it about me that is making you treat me this way? And that's a wrong way to approach a relationship issue. That's me thinking I'm deficient and I'm trying to get you to solve it. And the way to flip that on its head is to say, I'm a person of dignity. You're going to treat me with respect, and you're not going to talk to me in this way. And if you are yelling at me, that means you've got an issue, not me.
Because see, that's great.
Does that make sense? It's not my problem to solve for you.
It makes total sense, but I think that most of us screw that up.
Yeah. If you have a boss that's treating you like a jerk,
the
problem
go,
is
what did I
with
do?
Your boss. Now, if your boss calls you in and says, the work you turned in is garbage, it's not good, you need to up, then that's your problem to solve.
Yeah.
But if they yell at you, they belittle you, they act like it, that's their problem. And the decision from this point over is your choice to make, right?
Yeah, that's good. Boy, that's really good. And that's how you kind of take that attack
and
not let it sting so much.
And since this is the Ramsey Show, you know an awesome way to detach yourself is not owe anybody anything and have a fully funded emergency fund.
Yeah, and don't rely on a roommate if you don't have to.
I'm going to walk away.
That keeps it pretty
clean.
Have a great
afternoon.
Yeah, good stuff.